Hello and welcome. Time for a cryptocurrency update. Today's date is at my end, the morning, 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time of June the 26th, 2019. My name is Derek. All bets trades of the light. That's always within each's own risk and their own reward. And this is not only for my channel, but any other one, even paid services, all that type of stuff. If you're putting up that risk, that's exactly it. You lose, you lose. You win, you win. Take the profits if you win. Watch the losses go if you lose. That's how the game of gambling works. And to think it's not gambling, oh, it's investing and all that. Okay, yeah, well, where is either of the two definitions different? Okay, so within Bitcoin, we'll look at this on the single hour time frame. I mean, is this just luck? I mean, come on. It's some people say technical analysis doesn't work. Well, here I see an 18 average showing a lot of strength after this price correction and the immediate pull up to the high. It's only a couple periods to get there. And it stayed there. Oh, now it leaves it. Oh, now it holds it with decent sized moves and it just continuously goes up. And where to? Well, this Fibonacci line is $12,930, 76.4% exponentially from the close to $20,000 highs and the lows a little over 3,000. And the high at 1 o'clock in the morning last night, 12,940. And it barely pierces above. And that's one of the things I'm saying. If it's going to get there and resist it, it should have about the same mathematical chance of piercing below as piercing above. But why these continuously pierce above over and over and over again? It just does. That's how it is. And now, since the correctionary move going back down to the 12,100 area, oh, what have we seen? We have seen that, well, one, it was like almost an 800, 700 point move. That's well over 5, 6%. And now it's just been continuously bringing the movements back within this. Now, this 12,930 isn't quite as strong as a level of resistance. And well, it could most certainly, on this leg moving right now, take it higher. It may not. I'm now short term if it's going to go down, looking for support in this congestion area somewhere. But the market has been having phenomenal, phenomenal gains. Overextended, oh hell yeah. But buyers are in control of this market. You can try to predict that it's up too much, and it's a fool's game to to short this market and think, yeah, it's just gonna work. Now, at some point, you can be like, okay, I want to play this buy low, sell high, which selling is like shorting. I sold Bitcoin here. I'm gonna sell some Bitcoin now. If it goes up to 15,000, I'll sell again. Well, that's almost like profit taking, taking bits off the board, buy low, sell high, wait for your orders to come in, and be like, yeah, if it goes down to 10, I'll buy some more. If it goes up to 16, 17, I'll sell some more. That would be part of the buy low, sell high strategy. But we haven't been finding resistance at any of these levels. Crypto week, every day is crypto week, or every week is that. Anyway, we haven't been finding resistance at these levels. Resistance has came in different spots. For first, well, we did find resistance at 41. 4,800, it found support there, and it found resistance at the 53. Did not find resistance or really much support at all at the 6,300. It did find resistance at about between 81 to 87. But since lifting off, there hasn't been any stopping since it has left really from this low of around June the 10th when it was at 7,600. Price is almost doubling in that point, let alone how much it's been up from the lower points before. So no resistance here. I don't know if we're going to get resistance at this stage. Short term, it has, obviously, but long term, not so much. It was just a few hours to go back, about 6%, and now a few hours to bring it back again. That's nothing more than a short term level of resistance and the potential for these markets to go significantly higher on the break above this, and I mean higher than where we're going, that's just sick to say, is in play. Next level of resistance for me is 20,000. If it breaks the 76.4, I'm not going to fool around, mess with the 85, which would probably be around 15 to 16,000, but there's not much price. Remember, we are back to levels. So if we look at where we stand in here and move this back, getting above, right here, we are at levels not seen since January 20th. And getting above that means we'll be at levels not seen since, well, January 15th at 13,000. But as it plays out, price action above 12,900 area has only been limited from December the 6th, 2017, ending January 16th, or 2018 rather, or 2017. So a span of like 5.5 weeks only, but 36 days. That's it. That's all that is traded there. So now it's an attempt to get back into this upper area range. We'll see how this goes. Bitcoin dominance, well, it is doing just that, as it has just been going straight up from the mid-June lows. Now at highs not seen, and there's going to be a line that will pierce below coming. There we are. But levels not seen since, in dominance terms, late 2017, when Bitcoin was at around the same numbers again. And what I'm expecting, and what the market's going to do what it's going to do, but I'm expecting this will go back down afterwards. How high it will go, well, that time will determine that, and the price action will emphasize that for calculating this number. But let's look at a coin like Bitcoin Cash against BTC, which I was talking a lot about this 52-53 handle, right in around here, 50 to 52 handle on BCH. And all of these attempts, and you see it starting to roll over here, and down it goes. And this one here, just a huge, huge move from the lower point that it was at, and then to give it back and just lower, lower, lower. This is against Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's kicking sweet ass right now. So what does this look like against the dollar? Well, it's $505. And it's got quite the opposite kind of setup on the daily term. Pretty damn bullish, actually, is how this is looking. Yet against Bitcoin, it's not. And when you look at the tangibility for Bitcoin, all of this money going into Bitcoin, and now it gets into altcoins, because that's the easiest way to buy these altcoins. Even the big ones like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. Go into an exchange like Binance or one of your choice and buy the altcoins. That's what I think a lot of people will eventually be doing. That's why it's first you accumulate the Bitcoin, and a lot of it's entering into for dollars. So dollars turn into Bitcoins, and then a portion of those Bitcoins turn into altcoins. We'll see if that actually comes into play. Litecoin, somewhat of a similar deal, but it's getting its ass kicked down close to the 1% number, barely above it, or barely below 100 to 1. And was at like 170 change, well, close to 180 change, has not supported any of these areas we'd want it to. But price action is only what pays, and this is again against Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin Cash has a very bullish chart against the dollar, and you might even say the same thing about Litecoin, but I have to look a little deeper to see it. 135 is a price, and if you've been looking at Litecoin prices, 130 something for a long time has been just that. I would consider this a prototypical bull flag. The only thing that might take away the prototypicalness is the fact that these two lows on June the 18th and yesterday on June the 25th didn't go down to the 126 number. But throwing that part aside, ever since it got up there, finishing its rally on June the 12th, or 2 weeks ago, it has literally just stayed in there. It has held and consolidated the gains. That in itself is a bullish sign. It's doing so within the 18 average. Now we're on day number 4 of correcting within it from the high the day before, which was a failed breakout. But so far, this failed breakout hasn't been a fast move lower. That's getting above the 18 average of highs right now at about 138 3/4. That would be an attempt to resume this phenomenal uptrend. And then we have this high here on June the 12th. It comes in at 144 change. This attempt here was 146. So the mid 145s is where this level of resistance is, and it's not too far off getting above it. Getting it above that 150, then that's the move. And okay, this thing could be wild. We're making it play probably for a break above that 200 level moving forward. That will do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.